First week.
What's up, March Madness Maniacs, Vector Marketing? It is I, your co-host, Mr. Jacob Kinnamore, here with the GOAT of hosts, Mr. Dan Cassetta.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, unshowered, messy hair, in homage to Jacob Kinnamore, a little shaggy as well, but I'm excited. Awesome games this weekend, man. What'd you think?
The Arizona game last night was just incredible. It's probably the reason we're doing the video today. Baylor losing and they're out. The Zags getting really close. I was beginning to believe that me wearing these hats was bad luck for whatever
That's right. The kiss of death, the hats, man.
the kiss of death. But they made it through. I feel like Duke, my champion and your champion, looks like the best team. I mean, they look great. And I always love to see, I went to U of H for all of like a semester. So I always make the joke that I passed out more flyers than I did study. But I always love to see the Cougs in it. So shout out to Chris, as always.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Oakes and the Houston Cougs. Hey man, St. Peter's taking out Kentucky and then backing that up with a win over Murray State is pretty epic. It's really interesting to think about, could they compete with Purdue? And then if so, could they compete with the winner of the Carolina UCLA game? So I don't know. Purdue's got so much size. But that was interesting to me. The Baylor epic comeback, of course, was pretty amazing. And I wish they had been able to finish it off and actually win the game. But they played so strong in that second part of the second half. And then, yeah, like you said, man, the game of the tournament, which unfortunately I feel like a lot of people on the East Coast probably missed. It was the Arizona TCU game. Just such an epic game. So well played. Two teams just refusing to lose. A lot of heart by TCU. And, you can't give up a 3-pointer when you're up 3 with 15 seconds left and the team's best player has the ball in his hand. Like, that's just so bad. Make anybody else beat you than that. But still, what an incredible game that was. That was awesome.
Iowa State was also an awesome game, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know if a 53-48 game qualifies as being awesome. Usually it wasn't like it was a lockdown defense. I think both teams shot like 30% or something on open, on a lot of open shots. But kudos to the Cyclones for taking their 11 seed all the way to the Sweet 16, and now with a realistic chance to win the next game. It's a toss-up against Miami.
I sometimes feel like watching college basketball is like watching an elementary school free throw line. I mean, a layup line where like half of them miss layups the entire time. But
there is a lot of that. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So, hey man, tell us about the standings.
The standings, we are looking good. John Lead is in the lead with 49 points, an excellent showing for this year.
First time player recruited by Anthony Garcia, by the way. I told Big Ant next time recruit dead money instead of recruiting people who are going to take $200 out of our prize pool.
Yeah, but first time players that win a championship sometimes become great co-hosts. Just saying. All right. Number 2, we have Owen Trapp with 46 points. And then we have a 3-way tie for third with Charles G, Jesse Long, and Evan Price. And then rounding out our Elite 8, there's actually 9 because there's a 4-way tie for 6th with Miguel Lopez, Fonz Jenkins, John Israel, and Ken Schaefer.
Nice. That is the top of the standings right there. Let me take a look at the bottom of the standings here, Jake, and tell you what I see here at the bottom. Oh, we got people that only mustered up 34 points. 34 points, including former champions Mike Schmidt and Michael Cassetta with 34 points. Rafal Rudzinski with 34 points. Connor Marita. What did you dub Connor Marita?
Connor Marita. Oh, Connor, too many margaritas, Marita.
Connor, too many margaritas with 33 points. Drew Cathy, the chunk of love, with 33 points. Remarkably, Peter Schneider, who seems to win every bet that he and I make, but he only has 33 points. He sucks at picking the bracket, but then he's good at picking against the spreads. Peter, you can't pick straight up, but you're really good picking against the spread. Nice job. 33 points for you. Moving on down the list further, we have Adam Lewandowski with 32 points. Joe Dookie with 32 points. James Vera in here with 31 points. Aaron Nunez, and it's Brown and Nunez. I think Aaron spelled her name wrong in her own screen name, by the way. 31 points. James Crittenden. Would you dub him? Cryan Crittenden or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 30 points. And our cellar dweller, the absolute worst prognosticator of all the pool participants this year, with a meager 29 points. That's a number that was nearly exceeded by several of our leaders in the first round. This guy got 17 out of 32 in the first round and only 6 of the Sweet 16. Yes, Mr. Kyle Lopes. Kyle, stick to Cutco, buddy. At least it's something you're good at. This is definitely something you are not good at. 29. Weak. Dude, how many people have already lost their champion, Jake?
A ton. So, for last video, we talked about the 8 losers that lost Kentucky. So I won't cover them again. But Baylor, we had Adrian Ramirez, who actually had some decent picks, but his champion's out. My wife, Katie Kinnamore, who I am trying to get to convince that she's still in it, so she'll still watch games with me, but she's really out. John Kane had Baylor. He's out. And John Rulin gifted us a donation this year with his champion out. Now, Tennessee, Celestino R. Celestino's out like Rick Pitino. DJ Stephan, the worst DJ you've ever heard, is out. And Garrett Levitt also had Tennessee. He's out as well. Nate Johnson picks are going down the toilet. And then Auburn, we had Jimmy out of the hunt. We had Vance Pukeworthy picks Pilkington. And Jesse extremely long shot long with Auburn. And then lastly, it's just shameful taking OSU as a champion this year. So Parker, I hope you're grieving the loss. Yes, Parker grieved with OSU as a champion. What an idiot pick. Be as bad as picking Michigan.
Well, Michigan's at least still in, unlike Ohio State. So Parker, thank you for your donation, man. Nice job. Hey, I wanted to recognize the former pool champions that are playing once again. Yes, most of the champions over the past 29 years of the pool are entered here once again, including Scott Dennis, the original champion from way back in 1994, who also won in 2012. Two-time champion Scott Dennis is playing. Although I don't think he's paid. Is he one of the deadbeat losers? Oh man, that might be bad. Earl Kelly is playing, champion from 1996. Bruce Goodman is playing, champion from 1999. Jeff Nostradamus Nixon is playing, champion from 1999. By the way, that was the year I tied Jeff for the championship and declared him the champion because he had the winner and I did not. That's how far ahead I was going into the championship game. I know. It seems remarkable that I actually might have had good picks one year. Chris Heigl, two-time champion, he's playing. Mike Schmid, two-time champion, he's playing. And in the cellar, Kathleen Woods is playing. Joe Gianosa is playing. Vacated Vance Pilkington is playing. We got to call him Vacated Vance because he is the guy that won the year Louisville won the championship and had to vacate that championship because they cheated. We won't mention who came in second that year in the tournament, by the way, who Louisville beat. 2014 champion, your illustrious self, Jacob Kinnamore, is playing. Jim McGowan, 2015 champion, is playing and donating in the degenerate betting text group. Dan Reeder is playing. Michael Cassetta is also playing. Tanya Duca and Ken Schaefer, last year's champ, of course, back in. Those are all of our former champions who are still playing. Hey man, I want to wrap this up by talking about our upcoming games. And first off, who, Jacob, still has all four of their Final Four alive?
So I was wrong. I actually posted that there was 5 of them, but we actually have 6. Yes, Brandon Oot was so far back on the back page that I just totally didn't even think to click that far back. But Brandon Oot is still in. He's got all 4 in. Tanya Duca, still in, all 4 in. Emeraldi Wesley. Chris Oakes with his Houston Homer pick is still in. Frank K still in. And then my illustrious self has all 4 Final Four finalists still in.
Nice. I'm looking at yours here. Tiger Faith, right? Duke.
Yep.
Win the championship with Arizona, Kansas, and UCLA. Ooh, man. I need to pass you. I still have a chance to win this pool because I have Duke to win the championship with Villanova in the Final Four. And so who do you have in the final game, Arizona or Kansas?
A final game, I have Duke.
No, who are they beating?
Oh, I have Duke, Arizona.
Okay, so I have Duke, Kansas. So I need Villanova to get to the Final Four. I need Kansas to get to the final game. And ideally, I need UCLA to lose before the Final Four. And if those things happen, I will pass you in the standings.
I'm just so proud of you, Dan. You finally made it off the back page. Really proud.
Yes, I did. I'm off the back page. But, if Duke goes down in the next game, I'm dead. And on that note, Duke, as a number 2 seed, is an underdog to the number 3 seed, Texas Tech. Just so you guys all know, Duke is an underdog to Texas Tech, 1-point underdog only, but they're an underdog. The guys that set the lines know a lot more than we do. I'll tell you that right now. Arizona only a 2-point favorite over Houston. That is going to be a battle on Thursday. And, I'm fired up about the Arkansas Gonzaga game. I think the Hogs have a chance. We'll see what happens. And then Villanova against, who is it? Michigan? Yeah, it's Michigan, I guess. Michigan somehow miraculously has made the Sweet 16 here once again. But those are some good games on Thursday.
So Michigan miraculously made the tournament. I mean, and it's like they just keep finding a way. You
I
know,
know, were they 17 and 14 and they got in?
yeah, it's like the worst team ever to get in, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but 2 wins though. Wins over Colorado State and Tennessee. I think they're showing that they had some game, but let's see what happens against Nova.
LSU beat Tennessee by double digits. I mean, it's like, and we can't.
And they
do.
suck. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, yeah,
Friday we got St. Peter's in action.
yeah. So
on
St.
Friday.
Peter's, the Brian Winans Mighty Peacocks that he loves so much, and then the UNC UCLA matchup. I probably changed on my bracket 100 times.
You had UNC to beat Baylor?
And that's where I went. I looked back and I went, you know what? I'm just going to take Baylor over them. And that was my final decision.
A likely story.
Yeah,
I'm
serious.
Story.
But I agonize. I really, because my dream scenario was Mike gets in Final Four against UNC, Mike Krzyzewski. So,
yeah, that'd be pretty amazing.
yeah, and then I think Kansas is gonna rout Providence, and then I really think the Iowa State Miami game total coin flip.
Yeah, for sure.
I
look back at Providence's season this year, and they beat some pretty good teams. They beat Wisconsin and they beat Texas Tech. Of course, they also beat Villanova. So they had some pretty good wins. So they might give Kansas a run for the money. We'll see. And then, by the way, I did find a peacock yesterday to take a picture of. That's an actual photo taken yesterday of a peacock in the Facebook group as the cover photo right now. We'll leave that up for a few days until they get eliminated.
Where did you find this peacock?
I will keep that as a secret. But, yes, I found a peacock. So, all right, man. We'll enjoy the games, everybody. We'll be back at you next weekend sometime with the next update.
Cool. And congrats once again to John Leeds, $200 first weekend winner. Congratulations. And yeah, deadbeats are on the Facebook group, so everyone just rip them. That's just so unacceptable.
Yeah, and once we wrap up those deadbeats, we'll post the actual final payouts. It's going to pretty closely mirror last year. Maybe a few extra shekels in the pot. We'll see.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.